So this is the, we're coming up on the 1-year anniversary of the IRA, and of course,
all right, guys, so we got to talk about old Mitch McConnell, who seemed to suffer a medical emergency while talking at a press conference, okay, mid-press conference. You can see the guy freezing up and unable to complete his sentence. Again, this was a pretty scary moment that happened in the halls of Congress. Take a look.
Operation and a string of
Are you good, Mitch?
Okay, Mitch.
He's checking.
Anything else you want to say, or should we just go back to your office? Do you want to say anything else to the press?
Go ahead, John.
I'll take it back. Let's go back to you.
Go ahead, John.
What happened here at the start of the press conference, and was it related to your injury from earlier this year where you suffered a concussion? Is that
no, I'm fine.
you're fine, you're fully able to
Yeah.
do your job?
Yeah, so Mitch McConnell, as you can see there, had a total Joe Biden moment, okay? I mean, that moment right there was probably worse than probably some of the worst moments I've seen from Joe Biden, okay? Now, don't get me wrong, Joe Biden has some very, very, very bad moments, but that was pretty bad from Mitch, okay? And no, Mitch McConnell's not fine. I mean, this guy has been falling all over the place. I mean, he showed up to the Capitol with a black eye one time, okay? And, you know, he was just hospitalized with a concussion after falling earlier this year. Clearly, the guy needs to hang it up. And I'm going to talk a little bit more about that and kind of overall the state of Congress and the fact that we have a bunch of old geezers who quite literally have lost their mind making decisions for the American people. But I want to say this about Mitch, okay? Because I have a love-hate relationship with Mitch McConnell, okay? Don't get it twisted, right? I'm going to tell you guys why I love Mitch, and I'm going to tell you guys why I hate Mitch, okay? He is one of the most fascinating politicians of all time, in my opinion. And one of the reasons why I actually like Mitch is because he is a political genius, okay? I have studied Mitch McConnell because he truly does understand the political game, okay? The guy is a master at playing political chess, okay? I mean, like, I know we use the analogy of playing 4D chess in politics. Like, Mitch McConnell actually does play 4D chess, okay? I mean, the guy basically was single-handedly responsible for blocking a lot of the Obama agenda, okay, when Obama was in office and Mitch McConnell was the leader of the Republicans in the Senate. Like, for example, he basically stopped Obama from putting Merrick Garland on the Supreme Court. We all see how much of a disaster Merrick Garland is. That guy is a tyrant, okay, running the Department of Justice. Just imagine what he would have been as a Supreme Court justice, okay? Mitch McConnell probably did this country a favor by basically blocking him from being on the court. Also, I don't think that Mitch McConnell gets enough credit for the makeup of the Supreme Court and also the federal judiciary system in general, because, I mean, this guy not only blocked Merrick Garland, but he blocked a ton of Obama appointees from actually sitting on federal courts, okay? So the reason why the federal courts are the way they are is largely because of Mitch McConnell. And this is something that was happening and that he orchestrated even before Trump came into office. I mean, it was very easy for Trump to walk into office and to nominate, you know, 3 Supreme Court justices because Mitch McConnell set it up that way. I mean, that's the honest to God truth. Okay, I think Trump gets a lot of credit, but I think that Mitch McConnell doesn't get enough credit for actually giving Trump a layup or an alley-oop, okay, in regards to setting up the Supreme Court the way it is, okay? The guy, it really is truly a political genius. And if I had to buy one politician to do the agenda that I want, right? Let's say I am a corporation, right? And I want to buy a politician. I'm buying Mitch McConnell, right? I'm buying him first, okay? And that's kind of the reason why I dislike Mitch McConnell, okay? The reason why I dislike Mitch McConnell, extremely dislike Mitch McConnell, It's the same reason I extremely dislike most politicians, is because they are corrupt, okay? Extremely corrupt. And he uses his political savviness, his political genius, to just do things that benefit him, okay? Like, for example, he uses political savviness to try to undermine Trump on multiple occasions, okay, while Trump was president, okay? Most recently, when it came to the midterms, Mitch McConnell actively directed money away from Trump-backed candidates, okay? He basically sabotaged the midterms because he didn't want more Trump candidates getting elected into office, especially at the Senate level, because that would challenge his power in the Senate, okay? So again, I love and hate Mitch McConnell, okay? If this guy is doing what I want him to do, right, and he's actually trying to execute on those things, I'm picking him before I pick anybody else, okay? The guy is an absolute master at that. However, I would never want to actually be his opponent because, again, the guy is just, he's extremely corrupt, right? He's extremely corrupt, probably one of the most corrupt politicians of all time. There's a lot to dislike about the guy, okay? But with that being said, what you just saw there in regards to what seemed to be a medical emergency, maybe it was a stroke that Mitch McConnell suffered, is something that we're seeing all too often in the halls of Congress, okay? We have old geezers walking around at 80 years old, including the old geezer in the White House, who, I mean, they're just not cognitively present, right? They're just not, okay? I mean, it's just hilarious to me because Nancy Pelosi, who had an episode herself not too long ago,
voting the day that we lost Ruth Bader Ginsburg.
But to be clear, you're not taking any arrows out of your quiver. You're not ruling anything out.
Good morning. Sunday morning. We have a responsibility. We take an oath to protect and defend the Constitution of the United States. Good morning. Sunday morning. We have a responsibility. We take
just came out and defended Joe Biden's age. Again, she's old as hell, 80 plus years old. Biden is about to get up there in the 80s. I mean, she just came out and defended Joe Biden, talking about, you know, he seems young to her. Again, which is just ridiculous on his face.
I couldn't be prouder of him. And again, we're very fortunate that he is in that position. But again, age is relative. I was in L.A. For some Democratic stuff recently, and I met with Norman Lear, who's 100, going on 101. He was telling me some new shows he was involved in. I was meeting with Frank Gehry, a 90-something architect, showing me new buildings he's building throughout the world. And they were like, 80, he's a kid. But again, it's relative. He's younger than I am, so he's a kid to me as well, the president is.
Yeah, I mean, again, you got Nancy Pelosi, once again showing her age, having a brain malfunction of her own, because you only can claim that Joe Biden is a kid if you're having a brain malfunction. Again, she is in her 80s. You got Dianne Feinstein, who I believe is one of the oldest members in Congress. Again, she's 90-some years old. She's pulling up to Congress to work in a hearse, okay? She's non-functional, pulling up in a hearse. Wow. Again, like I said, you know, it's embarrassing, man. I mean, it would be hilarious if it wasn't such a serious situation. These are elected officials, okay? These are the people that are supposed to be making decisions about the direction of this country that could last for generations. And these people, I mean, quite clearly are non-functional. Again, we got Mitch McConnell, he's 81. Joe Biden's basically about to be 80. Nancy Pelosi, 83. Maxine Waters, 84. Chuck Grassley, basically almost 90. Dianne Feinstein, 90. Again, these are the people that are making decisions about the direction of this country. And again, they should be in a nursing home, okay? They should be in a nursing home. Okay, what you saw right there from Mitch McConnell is what you're going to see from Biden if he's elected for another 4 years. Okay, I mean, we're going to have an empty suit. I mean, he's already an empty suit. We need age limits, right, and term limits, okay? All of these people have been in Congress forever, and people continue to vote these people into office. At some point, you got to say enough is enough, okay? We can't have these people who are non-functional in office. It's just, it's embarrassing. It's embarrassing. It really is. And it's just not good for this country, man. These people can't make decisions. They're not cognitively there. I'm sorry, right? We have to have age limits, okay? We can't have 90-year-olds sitting in office. I mean, the government basically tries to make you retire after 65, 70. They try to push you out of your job, but apparently it's totally fine and legit for politicians to get up there in their 70s and their 80s and to still be doing their job. It's crazy. Okay? I seriously think if you're above the age of 80, you should not be allowed to serve in Congress or to be sitting, in the White House. Okay? You're too old, right? And you shouldn't be in Congress for more than 20 years. Okay? If you've been in Congress for more than 2 decades, it's time for you to go, right? If you haven't got what you want to accomplish done in 20 years, it's time for you to go. It's time for these politicians to get serious about getting some younger blood, some new blood into Congress, because again, this is embarrassing. Okay, it's not just happening with Democrats, it's happening with Republicans too. All these people need to be replaced. Mitch McConnell, you need to step down. Dianne Feinstein, you need to step down. Joe Biden, you need to step down. Pelosi, you need to step down. Maxine Waters, you need to step down. Okay, Joe Biden need to step down. All these people need to step down, bruh. They're too damn old. I'm sorry, and I don't have anything against old people. I love old people. Okay, I think old people, provide a lot of wisdom for us in this country. But I'm around 85-year-old people on a daily basis, and I'm telling you, I don't think that these people should be in Congress. Okay, I don't think they should be making major decisions. Okay, for the rest of this country, they can't even really make decisions for themselves. Okay, and that's not ageist to say, that's just the reality of old age. I'm sorry. So, I mean, look, man, I hope Mitch, is okay. Okay, I don't think he is, but this is a sign that he needs to step down. Okay, he needs to step down, allow somebody else to take his place, and all the other guys as well too need to step down, because this is embarrassing. We can't have a country that's being run by people like this that are just not cognitively functional. Okay, we have no clue who's the actual representatives, the people that are actually making the decisions on behalf of these individuals, because there's no way that they are making these decisions. There's no way. So let me know what you guys think. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Most importantly, share a Black conservative perspective. Peace.